don't look sick, and your blood tests and your doctors say that you're a picture of health. You manage to drag your sorry butt through the day, slap a smile on your face, but something's just not quite right. You're sick of feeling crap all the time. All of these are signs that you're feeling not quite well. And it's time to stop being in denial about it. It's time to own up, pull up your big girl pants, and start doing something about it. I'm Melissa Luxmore from the NotQuiteWellProject.com, and just 5 short years ago, I had spent my entire life being not quite well. Actually, I was way past being not quite well. I was so tired that I couldn't work full time. I caught every flu going around and usually followed that up with an infection. I had asthma every day. I was allergic to everything. I seem to recall my mother saying I was allergic to life. My periods were excruciating. I dreaded them every month. I had disgusting acne that I was really embarrassed about. And I had eczema so bad that I would scratch to bleeding every single night. The more tired I felt, the less I was able to sleep. And eventually, this all led to 2 complete breakdowns and a little bit of glandular fever thrown in for good measure. I was a naturopath and I couldn't even help myself. I tried everything. So let me tell you what worked and what didn't work. And maybe you can relate to some of these. I went gluten-free and dairy-free and saw no change. I went vegetarian and that was worse. I went vegan for a second or two. I tried a raw food diet. I did the anti-candida diet for months, maybe even years. And while I was on it, I was a little better, but it just wasn't sustainable. I tried whole food diets and the Weston A. Price diet, but I was still sick and tired. Eventually, I looked to the paleo lifestyle, and while seeing some things improved, I wasn't that well. The paleo lifestyle was my first step in the right direction, but it wasn't the only step. I followed all of the naturopathic and the medical protocols, but nothing worked. I had access to brilliant minds and incredible practitioners, and no one could help me. I didn't feel valuable or understood. In fact, at times I felt pretty worthless. I felt like a burden to my husband, and I was scared that I was going to be unwell for the rest of my life. And then one day, when it seemed like everyone had given up on me, and I had actually almost given up on myself, I found the Gut and Psychology Syndrome diet, or the GAPS diet for short. And that's when I realized I had found my missing link. I realized that gut health was gold, and that everything I had done up to this point had either completely ignored that or had stripped it bare. Why am I here talking to you? Because too many beautiful, strong women all over the world are feeling lousy every damn day. And the worst part? You've accepted it. Society tells you that this is normal, that it's okay. It's your lot in life to feel so exhausted all day that you can't even function. That bloating and gas is normal. That needing a coffee just to get through the day is expected. That PMS and weight gain, despite doing everything right, sinus, hay fever, anxiety, low mood, itchy skin, dandruff, it's all normal. I'm here to tell you that this is not normal, and that normal isn't the same as common. Everyone around us feels this way because it's common, not because it's normal. You don't have to live like this for the rest of your life, just surviving from one day to the next. I mentioned the GAPS diet and that it was my missing link a little bit earlier, and I wanted to come back to that because when you read about the GAPS diet, there's a heavy emphasis on helping children with autism and mental health conditions. But I've discovered how to use the GAPS diet in my clinic to help hundreds of women overcome all of their years of feeling not quite well, to rebuild the foundations of their existence, to recreate the woman that they were always meant to be. The only thing that you need to do is commit. Take control of your health and your life and commit. No one can do this for you. No doctor can fix you. No pill, no supplement, no superfood. Only you. You have the power to take back what is yours and to step into that life that you know you deserve. You have that power. Don't be frightened by that. Be empowered. This is exciting. I've been there at my lowest ebb and I got through this. And at the age of 41, I am the happiest and the healthiest that I have ever been. I'm confident, I feel empowered, I feel in control, and I'm going after that life that I know I deserve. You can get through this. And I'm going to take you by the hand, lead you step by step through that maze. I'll teach you what foods heal you, what foods harm you, and how to build strong foundations for your health. And I'll teach you how to be kind to yourself too. The GAPS introduction diet can be tricky and hard. Let's not forget hard. But I promise that I make it easier. I've created tools, tips, tweaks, cheat sheets, video lessons, everything I can to make it easier for you. I've taken all of my clinical experience, all of my experience with the GAPS diet, my life experience, and all of my workshop teaching experience, and I've morphed them into this 10-week program just for you to take you on a journey back to the life, health, and happiness that you've always wanted. Love Your Guts, the ultimate health reset, begins on April 25th. But before then, I want to spend some time getting to know you. I want to hear your story. I want to answer all of the questions that you might have around your special variety of being not quite well. I want to know how you got there. I want to answer all of your questions that you might have around the Love Your Guts online coaching program and what that 10 weeks might actually look like. Let's face it, gas, itchy skin, exhaustion, anxiety, they're not sexy topics, but we can make it fun. I'm inviting you to join me for an intimate live Q&A session on Wednesday the 13th of April. Now let me get something straight here. I am not offering you a webinar. I suck at webinars. I like to see my audience. I like to hear your story. I need to communicate with you. Kind of needy like that. I'm offering you a 1-hour group session with me, no strings attached. Come along and get all of your questions answered. And by the way, there are no silly questions and there's nothing too embarrassing to ask. Seriously, I've heard it all. I dare you to click that register button and just try and freak me out. Seriously, heard it all. Can't wait to spend an hour with you, each and every one of you, hearing your story, answering your questions. Get your name on that list. This is an intimate group and I want to chat to each and every one of you. See you there.